Hey, what's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Ken's Pats Talk Patriots podcast. Man, it is a Friday, a happy Friday for me, man. Long week of work, fresh off, not too long ago. Was going to hit the gym up, but I'll probably do that after this show. But I said I had to come on and talk some Patriots for their bye week a little bit for y'all, man, before I head out for the night, man. But how are y'all doing, man? I hope y'all doing pretty good out there, man. Also, if you just checking in, make sure you subscribe to the channel down at the bottom. Follow me on IG, follow me on Twitter. A Cash App is also down, so if you want to support the stream, man. But how y'all doing out there, man? We had a good Thursday night game last night, for the most part, until Joe Burrow got hurt. Got the news late this afternoon that he is out for the season with torn ligaments in his wrist. Kind of sucks for the NFL this season, man. Joe Burrow's out, Aaron Rodgers is out, Kirk Cousins is out, Anthony Richardson's out. Lamar Jackson even got hurt last night for a little bit, but he was able to come back in. But it's been a rough year for injuries, man, especially to the quarterback position. Some of these star players have been getting hurt. So hearts off and to Joe Burrow, man. Hope he for a speedy recovery. He'll be back well and fine next year. It's a wrist injury. It's not like it's an ACL or something, but man, I know that sucks, man. Just watch him on the sideline trying to warm up. He couldn't even throw the ball. And I mean, I actually thought Cincinnati win the game last night. I thought they was gonna win the game last night, but when Burrow got out, they had to put Jake Browning in. There's probably no way they're gonna win this game tonight. Now, absolutely no way they're gonna win that game. So man, hearts out to the Bengals and Joe Burrow, man, for a speedy recovery, man. But Baltimore Ravens look real good, man. Odell Beckham got going. They got Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar from the Patriot got going. They got Bateman, Mark Andrews got hurt. That sucks. He's probably gonna be out for the year too. I heard with a broken fibula or something like that, ankle injury, leg injury. He's gonna be out. But these injuries, man. But yeah, Baltimore look good. They're 8-2 now. 8-2 for the Baltimore Ravens, man. Time for like the best record for the most part in the AFC. So they've been playing some good ball, man. They lost to the Colts. They lost to the Steelers. No, they got three. They got three losses. My fault. The Baltimore Ravens have three losses. So they've been playing some real good ball, but it seems like every loss they've had has come down like to the final play or something like that. So they've been in every game this season for the most part. It's come down to the final play of the game, and they just can't do much from there, man. I do think they need to close on defense, but Jadavion Clowney showed up last night. They got a young kid, Owe, I think it's Odell Owe. Opposite him, he played pretty good. So, man, good. Ravens look good. I think this might be their best chance to get to the prom and get to the Super Bowl this year. I think. Obviously, probably have to go through Mahomes and the Chiefs because in the AFC you got Baltimore, you got Kansas City, you got Miami. I'm kind of mixed. I got mixed feelings on Miami. I don't know what to expect from them. They play good against bad teams. They don't play that good when they playing against good teams. Jacksonville got thumped last week by San Francisco. Buffalo, don't know what's going on with them. Stephon Diggs situation, Josh Allen. They just fired their offensive coordinator, so they don't know what to expect from Buffalo. The Browns, quarterback problems. Bengals, not quarterback problems. Pittsburgh, they're sleeping out there. I think Pittsburgh could be that sleeper team this year. If they're healthy for the most part. It seems like they've been outgained every week this year, but they've been able to put together some good drives and it's like they're a fourth quarter team. They come alive in the fourth quarter. So watch out for Pittsburgh. Um, Denver's, they done won two or three straight. They're coming on here. They got Minnesota this Sunday, a big game for the Broncos. Russell Wilson playing a lot better. It's a lot right now, man. It's a lot. A lot of these teams are starting to come on now, but AFC is tight. It's a tight race so far. But enough of that. All NFL teams talk. It's on to the Patriots, man. Patriots on a bye week, so we don't have to suffer through the mess this Sunday, man. We don't have to suffer this Sunday game. We're on a bye week this week. Won't be playing this week. We will come back. I think we start back practice on Monday. So the players are out. I think they've been off since Wednesday, I think. So they got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. They be back in the building on Monday, getting ready for the prep for the Giants. A game that is a must lose, a must loss for us. We need to lose this game to keep that top three pick, man. There's been a lot of talk going on the past few weeks, rumors about Bill Belichick probably getting traded as a coach. I would be looking for. Hopefully, we can get what the if that happens. That's just speculation right now. But if the reports are true about Bill Belichick getting traded, you got to look at what the Saints got back for Sean Payton. Hope we can get more than that back. A couple first round picks, something like that. I'd be up for that. Me personally, I want Belichick to come back. I do. I want Belichick back next year. But if it comes down to it and we can get some draft capital for him, why not? Heck yeah, I'm all for it, especially a first round pick. That'd be great. So that'll be good there. There'll be a lot of speculation out here in the Commanders. I've heard the Panthers. I've heard the Cowboys. I've heard the Chargers. So, keep in mind, Bill Belichick is from Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland. Washington, D.C. is not too far from there, about 40, 45 minutes. So, if we do let Bill Belichick go and he negotiates for another team and we trade him there or whatnot, we can be looking at a first-round pick. So it's something to keep an eye on, man. I don't know. It's just rumors right now, but it certainly seems like the writing is on the wall that the ending is near for Bill Belichick's time in New England. It certainly seems like it, man. All the rumors. I've been a rumor guy to believe all the rumors, but when you're hearing the different rumors from different outlets and all of them they seem to be saying the same thing, like come on now, if it's probably true. So he's probably it's like writings on the wall. This could be his final 7 games in New England, man. At this point, I truly doubt he'll be back next year, man. I just doubt it. And if he does be back, he just be as the head coach. I don't think we'll leave him out the personnel department, GM picking plays and all that. So I don't think he'll be doing that if he is back, man. But just talking with some guys, man, I don't. A lot can change because we got 6, 7 more games left, and cooler heads do prevail, and I just think even if we lose these games out, the team looks good, but we still lose. I guess that'll help Belichick. I don't know, but Kraft wants to win, and Kraft, he did his press conference at the owners' meeting before the season this year. He said he wants to get back to the playoffs, and he said he realized how a lot of people was picking the Patriots to be last in the AFC East. Well, guess what? We are last. We're the worst team. We're the worst team before all the injuries. So but Kraft kind of figured that he knew that we had a tough a tough stretch, a tough time this season. Like with the injuries, the division gotten tougher. So keep that in mind at the end of this year when that decision comes in. If he does bring back Bill Belichick, like Kraft already, he went from wanting us to make the playoffs to acknowledging how tough the division is, and we had a tough schedule early on this year. And it seemed like everything just went south from training camp. Offensive line was hurt, receivers, just no continuity. We had a bunch of injuries. Our first round draft pick got hurt. Then Matt Judon got hurt. Your 2 best players, especially on the defense side of the ball, are hurt. So I'm sure they're gonna weigh all that in at the end of the season, man. But right now, I just find it hard to believe that Coach Belichick, Bill Belichick, the great Bill Belichick, will be back next year. But like I said, there's 6 more games left, and a lot can change. A whole lot can change, man. So we will see. We'll see, man. My thing is, if you do bring back Bill Belichick and you go out and draft a Drake May, do you want Bill Belichick with his hands in that with another young quarterback? Look what happened with Mac Jones. That was a disaster. Do you want Bill Belichick coaching up Drake May and just nurturing up a Drake May? Do you want him to mess up somebody else like that? You might well, if you're gonna do that, you might well go ahead and get a whole new everything, new front off, new GM, new head coach. If you're gonna go and get your young quarterback, I don't want Bill Belichick around that. I just don't. I think you might well just. I don't know, man. I don't. I don't. I think you got to tear it all up. But it's no secret that the Patriots can look really different next year. Well, they ain't good. They are. It's possible that we're gonna have a new head coach. Who knows who that would be? An actual GM. We haven't had that. New OC. Maybe Bill O'Brien might be there. A new quarterback, new head coach, new GM, maybe new OC. Like that's a lot. New players because we got a lot of cap space, draft picks, free agency. Like the only thing that's probably gonna remain consistent for the most part is the defense. Other than that, we're gonna have a lot of new faces next year on this team, especially on the offense. So man, it's gonna be an interesting offseason in New England, man. But we're on the bye week, and it's a lot already questions going on. Who's gonna be the quarterback when we come back? Me personally, I'd go with Bailey Zappi or Will Greer. You know what Matt Jones is right now. He's broken. He's not a good quarterback. What's the point of trotting him back out there? See what you got in Zappy, which ain't much. So see if Will Greer can be like a backup. Next year when you do get it, see if he has a future here. Just see. That's your best bet. Matt Jones not really getting it done for you. I know. Yeah, you want to lose games, but I don't think putting Bailey Zappi in. It's going to help you win games. you know. But maybe the team just needs a spark. The team possibly could just probably need a spark. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, it seems like every time Bailey Zappi does get in, it seems like relief duty. Like he's coming in the last few minutes of the game or when it's a blowout or something like that. Give a bit. Last year Matt Jones got hurt against Baltimore. We started Bailey Zappi against Green Bay, against Cleveland, against Detroit. He had a full week of it. Well, a full week against Detroit and Cleveland. He had a full week. He played pretty good those two games. Played real good. So I mean, just put Zappi in, see what you got in him. With a full week of prep, you got the whole bye week. Yeah, this week and all next week, play Zappi. Because Matt Jones ain't it. He's broken. He's broken behind the offensive line. He's broken behind that receiver unit. They can't catch a cold. Can't get separation. Put Bailey Zappi in. See what you got in Zappi. I mean, look at Will Greer. See what you got in Will Greer. He's been there since the offseason. Former Dallas Cowboys. Just play Will Greer. See what you can get from Will Greer. Maybe give you a spark or something, man. You playing the Giants team. They're just as bad as you are. Tommy DeVito is their quarterback. I mean, they got Saquon Barkley, Tommy DeVito. Don't know who they got some receivers out there. John hired a couple guys. Defense I think the defense is okay. But, I mean, good luck to whoever got to watch that game next week. Giants, Patriots. But it's going to be a big game for both teams because the winner of this game is 9 times out of 10 guaranteed a top 5 pick. You're guaranteed a top 5 pick. I mean, I think even if we do beat the Giants, we still probably get a top 5 pick because we only got another like 1 or 2 more winnable games. You got the Jets. You might get them week 17, 18. Pittsburgh, who knows what still team is going to show up. You might can beat Pittsburgh. Who knows? But other than that, you're not going to the playoffs this year. You're not going to the Super Bowl. You're not winning division. So start Bailey Zappi and see what you can do. Because if you lose this game to the Giants, right now, Pats Nation, we know that we are guaranteed a top 5 pick. If you lose this game to the Giants, 9 times out of 10, you're guaranteed a top 3 pick. Because if you max out at 4 wins, you're probably gonna have you have a top 5 pick. You don't want to get 6. You don't want to mess around and get 5, 6 wins because now you're picking outside top 5. But worst case scenario, you're gonna have a top 5 pick. You lose this game to the Giants, I think you're pretty much you got that 3rd pick secured for the most part. Still got 6 games left. Some weird things can happen, and every week it's a Sunday to Sunday league, man. On any given Sunday, weird things happen. I mean, we just seen the Broncos snap a long streak against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. Weird things happen, but assuming they lose most of these games, maybe win one more, you're probably gonna have a top 5 pick. Let's just say you have a top 5 pick. So, and for rooting purposes, this weekend of games, the Arizona Cardinals are playing the Texans. Guess who you're rooting for? You're rooting for the Arizona Cardinals to win that game. Why? Because the Cardinals are right on your tail for that pick. Kyler Murray's back, so you want Arizona to win as many games as they can. The Bears are playing the Lions. You're going for the Bears to win that game. Why? Because the Bears at the under 1 spot. Well, they got Carolina's pick, but the Bears ain't too far from behind from 3. The Carolina Panthers are playing the Dallas Cowboys. Who you rooting for? You rooting for the Carolina Panthers. You want the Panthers to win some games. You know, that's what you're rooting for. The Panthers win some games. That Bears pick gonna fall down a little bit. You know, Panthers are sitting number 1, but that's Chicago's pick. Carolina start winning some games, and they got some winnable games coming up. Guess what? That suits better for you. Suits better for you. So you need to just right now just lose out, and you need some of these other teams to win. That's what you need. It's a tough way to root for losses, but I mean that's where we're at right now. But it's already time to be talking draft and offseason, man. It's gonna be one interesting offseason in New England. I think this is gonna be a huge offseason. So many changes, you don't know which way to go. Like it's gonna be a lot going on this offseason, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I have not we're not even at Thanksgiving yet. Next week, really, and Patriots are damn near almost already eliminated from playoff contention. Not gonna be in the playoffs this year, and we already talking about the offseason, the draft, free agency. That stuff normally for good teams, that stuff don't get talked about till about January. We're already talking about it. So I mean, for the Patriots, like this is rock bottom. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it gets getting worse. Traded cut Jack Jones earlier in the week. He's a Raider now. I think it was Monday, but yeah, cut him Monday. He's a Raider. Waiting him. He's with Las Vegas Raiders. Wearing number 18. So you get to see him this week here playing the Dolphins. They're gonna need a quarterback for the long term. I don't think Aiden O'Connell, I don't think he's their answer. Don't give they beat the Jets and the Giants. I mean, give me a break there. They haven't really beat nobody. But Miami's coming up for Bob. Miami should really torch them. I do like Antonio Pierce for the Raiders though. I mean, like it's just not it's not a good time right now if you're a Patriots fan, man. It's not. I mean, I do want to say that the storm is almost over though. You got 7 more games left for this year. Not even count the Giants game. You have 6 games after that. And then I do think long term wise, we're looking good. Draft wise, free agency wise, quarterback wise. We're looking good in the long term. We just got to get through these next 6 games. And I think it's over with. So that's it. 2 more months of the season, less than 2 months really. But that's where we are at. That's where we're at now. I think Matt Jones. Me personally, I like Matt Jones. I'm a big Matt Jones fan coming out. No, the Patriots have not did the best job. The Patriots haven't did the best job of surrounding him with top tier talent. No, they have not. They haven't gave him off a great offensive line. Supporting cast hasn't been a great chemistry around the consistency. Just this, it has none that has been great around them. Every other year he has a new OC. But 3 straight years, first year was McDaniels. Second year was Patricia and Judge. Then this year is O'Brien. It's been all over the place. But at the same time, I'm a fan of the game and I watch. And when I watch Matt Jones, his feet is jittery. I watched all 22. His feet is jittery. His feet is all over the place. He's looking at the rush. He's overthrowing receivers. He's underthrowing receivers, not seeing open receivers. That has nothing to do with the offensive coordinator. Has nothing to do with weapons. That's Matt Jones. It's a physical problem. That's a person. That's Matt Jones. Solely on Matt Jones. Matt Jones, like Julie Edelman came out and said that, yeah, the situation hasn't been great around him, but come on, bro, you're a quarterback. You got to suck it up. You got to do what's there. You got to do better with what you're given. Make it work. And he hasn't. He has last year. He didn't. It was worse. It might have been worse this year. Like he has 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 10 interceptions, something like that. Then interception like 5 straight games. And when he's bad, man. Like the thing of Matt Jones coming out of college was he was smart, accurate, made some of the great decisions. We haven't seen that. That pick he threw against against the Colts in Germany. That's probably the worst interception I've ever seen him throw. Outside the one he threw against the Cowboys when he threw across his body, he crossed the field like he's Patrick Mahomes or something. And Deron Bland picked it off, ran in for a touchdown. Like, if you go back and look at the scouting report on Matt Jones, the scouting under the negatives, it said he struggles against pressure. I went back and I looked at that this week. He struggles against pressure. I seen that. He struggles against pressure. And it's true. It's been his whole career. Everybody wants to go back and talk about his rookie season. It was a good rookie season. Don't get me wrong. But down the stretch, he faded big time. And it started with that Colts game coming from the bye. He was bad through 2 interceptions. Then against the Bills, I think, threw a couple interceptions. Went to Miami, was bad. He had a good game against Jacksonville, but Jacksonville was terrible that year. There was Trevor Lawrence rookie season. They had a lot going on that team. He threw like 2 or 3 touchdowns. Then the last game, I think we played Buffalo. Yeah, we played Buffalo in the playoffs. Got blown out of there. But down the stretch, everyone want to talk about, look at this rookie season. He was good, but it wasn't like C.J. Stroud. It wasn't nothing like C.J. Stroud. It wasn't no MVP. It was a good rookie. It was a good season for a rookie quarterback. But it wasn't nothing like C.J. Stroud. Like let's pump the brakes. Everybody wants to go back to look at his rookie season. He did this. He was good. He wasn't. It was an average rookie. It was a little above average rookie season for a rookie quarterback. It wasn't nothing to go crazy about though. It gave you cause. It gave you like a reason to be optimistic going forward. But it won't know. You know what I mean? It won't know like what C.J. Stroud doing in Houston. He's working with left. He's making those guys good. making them better. Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, Noah Brown. Where was that at last year in Dallas? Um, Robert Woods, Nico Collins. You know, they got some guys down there in Houston. He's making them better. That's all C.J. Stroud. Look what Bryce Young doing in Carolina, not much. He's struggling this year, but he got a lot of similar stuff going on, like with him, like with Matt Jones. A lot of in and out at offensive coordinator, head coach. A lot of stuff going on offensively there. He don't got the weapons. His best weapons are Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen's 33 years old. So I think you got to wait, got to hold off on Bryce Young, give him a couple years or whatnot. Wait till they surround him with some talent. Bryce Young will be all right. Give him another year. Let's hold off on Bryce for right now. But CJ Stroud, man, that organization, the structure they got there. Matt Jones hasn't had no structure. Hasn't had any structure since he's been with us. There's been a lot of in and out stuff going on with the Patriots. That's why Matt Jones been struggling. Like his rookie season, like I said, he faded down the stretch. And he was throwing bad interceptions. I'm like, interceptions. He's not even seeing people. He's just throwing interceptions, not reading the defense correctly. And those are some of the same things I'm seeing from this year. Last year we gave him a pass because he had a defensive coordinator and all that stuff. We gave him a pass. This year you don't get no pass, Matt. He's been awful. God awful this year. I know the offensive line has been horrendous. Against the Colts, they were terrible. They were awful against the Colts, the offensive line. And I understand that. But you're the quarterback. You got to make it work. Patrick Mahomes makes it work. Joe Burrow makes it work, even though he did get hurt last night. Josh Allen, he makes people better. You're the quarterback. You're the leader of the team. You're supposed to make things work. Even if things are not at its best, you're still supposed to make it work or whatnot. Find a way, not pout on the sideline, throw temper tantrums and all that. Going on Harvey Sanchez to see what Greer has. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about, man, for the past few minutes. I want to see what Will Greer can do. Nobody seems a long-term answer for us, but can he have a spot on this team next year as a backup quarterback? Look, I mean, he's not going to be no worse than what Mac Jones or Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi clearly ain't the answer. I think Will Greer, I watched some of his highlights, haven't seen a lot of them. I think he went to West Virginia, I believe. Yeah, I believe he went to West Virginia. We just have to see, man. He don't have the biggest arm. Takes a little bit better probably than Max and Zappy or whatnot. But I mean, what do we have to lose right now? We don't have nothing to lose right now. So I mean, why not put Greer in? But my gut feeling is coming off the bye, it's probably going to be it's probably Bailey Zappi. Yeah, he did play well in the preseason this year for the Cowboys. I think I seen him play against I forgot the team. Might have been the Raiders, I believe. But yeah, he looked pretty good. Will Greer, yeah, he did. Like what I seen from him in short and the little bit I did see. I did like what I seen from him. But I mean, if you put him in, like what we got to lose right now? Nobody seems to save it so he can come in and win 5 or 6 straight games. But me personally though, Will Greer's probably he probably get a team a spark. But Harvey, I don't want that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't want this team getting a spark and messing around and win 3 or 4 straight games, man. I don't want that to happen. That's the worst case scenario right there. So if it ain't broke, don't fix. I would just keep Mac Jones in because Mac Jones been losing those games. So why not keep him in there? You mess around, put Will Greer in there. This team gets a spark, and we beat the Giants, and then we go to Denver. We beat them. We beat the Chargers. That's 3 straight wins. Now you got 5 wins. Now you done went from a top three pick. Now you're picking 7 or 8, 9, 10. So I don't want nobody giving us a spark. We don't need a spark. You're 2-8. You don't need no spark. You need to keep doing what you're doing to get that top pick. That's my stats on it right now. Like we don't need that because I mean that all it takes is just a new voice in that huddle, and that team will rally. That's my biggest fear. If he wins like 5 in a row, and looking at our schedule, I mean we got the Giants. Let's just say we win that. Then I think we got the Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, Bills. You never know. That's 5 wins. You already got 2. You're sitting at 7 wins now. You won't have no top 5 pick. So I don't want us we don't need no spark. When you're a 2-8 football team, you don't need a spark. That's when you're 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. No, we don't need no spark. You can mess around and get a spark, and you're gonna have 5 or 6 meaningless games that you won. Now you're with 7 wins. You messing up your draft position. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that. We don't need a spark at two. It's too late for a spark. The time to get a spark is when we was like 2-4. After that Saints game, after the Dallas game, that's time to get a spark. All this team needs though, that all it will take is for a spark, and then people start playing better. Sometimes you get tired of hearing a voice, so it's like, okay, Matt Jones ain't been doing that. Maybe just put a new voice in the huddle. It's going to uplift everybody. You know what I mean? And then that's going to help out. Michael Toscano said Drake May season. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm all with you. Tank for Drake. I'm about to hashtag that, bro. Tank for May. Tank for May. Also, if you tune in, Drake May UNC does play Clemson tomorrow, I believe. So if you're a big Drake man fan like I am, yes, sir, watch that game, man. He is the real deal. He looks like a Patriot. Are you tracking any 2024? Yeah, I've been watching. I've been looking. I mean, I've been on the free agency for the past month now. I've been looking at some draft prospects and free agency. I'm keeping an eye on Calvin Ridley from Jacksonville. I haven't really heard a lot from with the Jaguars. I don't know if they're not using him a lot, but he might re-sign them. But if we can get into a bidding war with him, I think we outbid Jacksonville because we got money. We're gonna have top three in cap space this year. So I think we'll be able to get him. Calvin Ridley, T. Higgins. He does have an injury history where he was hurt last night, hamstring injury, so it just cost you that. And I want to see about T. Higgins. Is he a number one, or is he just making? Is his production due to being on opposite Jamar Chase? I want to see that. So we're gonna be very interested to see. But yeah, I'm already looking at free agents. I mean, looking at some of the tackles, the receivers. We need another pass rusher too. Nobody's talking about that. Clean house. My gut. Let me see. What should happen is I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you two scenarios. What should happen is clean house, new head coach, new GM, new quarterback, new everything. My gut feeling on what's going to happen is that we're going to run it back with Bill. Kraft can give him another chance. Top five in cap space. You're going to have a top three probably pick. Belichick will be the head coach, but we're going to take away the GM duties. So the coach Bill Belichick ain't the problem. It's the GM Bill Belichick. You hear me? That it's not the coach Bill Belichick. It's the GM Bill Belichick. So I think we're going to relieve some of his duties as personnel wise and actually bring in an actual GM. And that's what I think Bill Belichick will be better. That's my gut feeling because we did give him an extension. But if we do decide to trade him, we get a couple first round picks for him because the Saints got like 2 picks for Sean Payton, a first and a second. So I'll be up for that. But me personally, I got a feeling that we're going to run it back for Belichick. But who knows, man? Who knows? Think a lot of Patriots fans want him to clean house, which is a strong possibility. Strong possibility. But we shall see, man. We should know something very soon or after the season. I don't think it's going to take long. I don't think it's going to bleed on to next month. I think soon the season over, you get about a week or so, and we should know something. Is that what I've been telling everyone? Or we trade the Commanders get? Yes, sir. That's what I want. I don't want us to get rid of Bill, man, just so look, because he's only 16 wins away from Shula, but it's kind of time for a change, man. Sometimes it's just time for a change, man, and that's where we are. Like we haven't won anything. 2 of the past 4 seasons since Brady been gone, we've been out the playoffs. Not gonna be in the playoffs. Like it's been a disaster, man. I think it's kind of time for a change. But my gut feeling is he'll be back. He just won't be picking the players like he used to in a reduced role. So I mean, but we trade him to the Commanders. If the Saints can get 2 first round picks or first and second for Sean Payton, just imagine what we'll get for Bill Belichick. Just imagine what we would get from Bill Belichick if the Saints got that for Sean Payton. I don't want Bill back, but my gut feeling is he will be back. He just won't be the GM Bill back, just be head coach Bill Belichick. Because something got to change. You can't just bring him back. And come on, we're used to winning. And right now we're not winning, so obviously something got to change. My boy, Engraving, what's going on, bro? Might be that time just to start all the way up. Hey, appreciate you joining me, Engraving, man. Hey, also, if y'all know some people that are Ravens fans, tune into his channel, man. He came on the podcast a couple times, man. Real good guy, man. Engraving vid, a big time Ravens fan. Good luck on the congrats on the win last night. Yeah, man. I think that's my gut feeling. Engraving, man. Like I think, how can I say it? I think Bill gonna be back. I just got a feeling he gonna. If it wasn't for the 16 wins that he needed, I think we'd been got rid of him. That's the only thing that's keeping him here. But my gut feeling is we're gonna bring him back just in a reduced role. He won't be the GM. Yeah, that's a good point. They would get a lot. Yeah, I mean, if the Saints got a first and a second, I think they got like I gotta go back. I think they got like two firsts or a first and a second for Sean. They got a lot for Sean Payton when they trade him to Denver. Just imagine what Bill Belichick can get at least a first and a second, man. And then hopefully if we can get that from Washington, because Washington's is like a middling team. They're gonna end up about 6 or 7 wins this year, but that's still a high enough pick for us. So we can use that as draft capital to trade up, probably get Drake May or something like that. Who's your top head coach options if not Bill? I've been hearing a lot about Ben Johnson from Detroit, the offensive coordinator. I like him. Mike Vrabel, if he's not in Tennessee, I can see that. But then that's Bill Belichick coaching tree. If we're gonna do away with Bill Belichick, do away from the whole tree. There's no reason bringing back no former. I don't want no former Patriots, no former OCs. We need a spark, like a new, like we need something like a Mike McDaniel from the Dolphins, or like the Texans offensive coordinator. I think Bobby Slovic or something like that. We need some new mind, man. We need some fresh blood. We don't need no retreads, man. You're just putting a band-aid over your problems by doing that. A first, second, and Terry from the. I don't think they're gonna do all that. I can see them doing like a first, a set. I can see them doing like a first, a second, probably a first and 2 seconds, something. I can see them doing. I don't think we'll get no player back. Cause Bill Belichick is 71, 72 years old. So no team is gonna give up a whole lot for a 70-something-year-old head for a 70-something-year-old coach. And then the second part of that, does Bill Belichick want to go somewhere and start all over? He's 70 years old. Washington's not close to a Super Bowl right now. I mean, I like Sam Howell, but they need a lot on defense. So does Belichick want to go somewhere and put his new imprints on a new team and working from the ground? I don't think I don't. He probably just stay here for that. If he's going to go somewhere, I think the best fit for him is the Chargers. If he can go to the Chargers, if he can get to LA, I don't see Belichick as a Charger guy though. Just going out to the I don't see I don't see it. But I think realistic. I think that's a good fit for him. Justin Herbert, top 5 quarterback. You got the offense. You got receivers. They got some stars on that defense. Belichick to the Chargers makes too much sense. And then they in LA. They share a stadium with the Rams or whatnot. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like built, and they need a spark to their organization. The Chargers brand, every home game is basically an away game for them because fans take over that stadium. You get Bill Belichick in there, I'm telling you, he's going to change the Chargers need some discipline. That's what the Chargers need. They need discipline. I'm gonna throw another one out. How about Dallas Cowboys? I don't know if Harvey's still in here. Dallas Cowboys. I've heard that because if the Cowboys don't, I think if the Cowboys don't make it to the NFC Championship game this year, I think Mike McCarthy can be gone. If you look at the writings kind of on the wall, they got rid of Kellen Moore last year, got rid of Ezekiel Elliott. Jerry Jones has not been shy of getting rid of people. He hasn't. Mike McCarthy's been there, 4 years now? 3-4 years now? I think he came 2020, if I'm not mistaken. The COVID year. Hasn't won anything. Been to the playoff, but haven't gone far. So, heard that too. Heard that too. I believe you're talking about the chart. Yeah. But if you look at it, if the Cowboys do not make it to at least the NFC Championship game, they haven't been there in a long time. Don't make it this year. I think Mike McCarthy's out of Dallas. And you know Jerry Jones, when he swings, he loves to swing. I can see that happening. Now, the only thing about now, listen to my Patriots podcast. Jerry Jones does a radio show every day. He's always the first to talk after the game. Jerry Jones is basically the Patriot. Jerry Jones is basically, how can I put it? Bill Belichick for the Cowboys. He does a lot of personnel stuff. He talks. He's always at the practices. You don't see Robert Kraft hanging around after every game and all that stuff, doing interviews. Jerry. So I don't know if Bill Belichick wants to deal with that, but I would love. I think for a fan per, I would love to see Bill Belichick and Jerry Jones in Dallas because the Cowboys, they need discipline. The Chargers need the Cowboys. Another team that need discipline. They have a lot of penalties at bad moments. Just I think Bill, if you got your quarterback in Dak Prescott, I like that. You got weapon. Belichick don't even got to touch the offense. Belichick will have that team discipline. He's not gonna put up with a lot of stuff, and you know that defense gonna remain a top defense. Imagine Michael Parsons with Bill Belichick when Bill Belichick coached Lawrence Taylor. Come on now, I can see Bill Belichick going to Dallas and Jerry Jones like taking a big swing. I've heard the Cowboys, I've heard Dallas, I heard the Panthers, Commanders, and Chargers. I heard Tampa Bay Buccaneers too earlier. I heard Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's another good fit, Tampa Bay. But I would love to see him in Dallas. I just don't know if he'll be able to put up with Jerry Jones and stuff. I don't know how that would fit. I thought Dan Quinn was going to see him. I don't know. I can see was Dan Quinn. He's had interviews the last couple of years, but he stayed with Dallas. So I mean, who knows? Maybe that's part of the plan because I think if McCarthy, if Dallas doesn't make it to at least, not seeing the guy win the Super Bowl, if they don't make it to at least the NFC Championship game, I think Mike McCarthy is gone. He's going to be a dark horse to get fired or whatnot. And I think Cowboys will be looking elsewhere. Yeah, he did go after Bill Parcells. Let me see. Yeah, I thought Mike McCarthy was going to get fired last year. Yeah, I thought so too. But I definitely think they don't make it far this year. I can see it. Bill with that Dallas defense will be discussed. I'm telling you, Mike, if Belichick can get to Dallas, and like I said, Jerry Jones loves to make a big swing. When he swings, he like to swing big. I can see it happen. I heard it. I can see that happen. That's a good spot for him. You got a dome team. You're gonna play 8 games inside. Your division not that strong. The Washington, the Giants can't even touch Dallas right now. It's just Philadelphia. Belichick knows how to come up with defensive game plans. You got your quarterback in Dak Prescott. You got CeeDee Lamb, Cooks, Gallup. They need a big brooding running back. Belichick will work on that. That's a perfect Dallas. I would love to see him going to the Cowboys. Because one thing you do know, if they get Bill Belichick, that team is not going to be high in penalties. They're going to be disciplined because that's what Bill Belichick teaches. So if he gets to the Cowboys or the Chargers, two teams that are not the most fundamentally sound team and not disciplined, and they need discipline, I can definitely see that working. I heard somebody say something about Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. I don't know if he wants to go behind Tom Brady, but that's an interesting fit. Tampa Bay, get your quarterback. They got some pieces there in Tampa. They got two nice receivers. Re-signed Mike Evans. Offensive line decent. Defense got some studs on that defense. I can see. And then you're in the NFC South. Oh, weak NFC South. Saints, you got Derek Carr. They ain't doing much. Panthers still rebuilding. And you got the Falcons. They only have a quarterback. That's a perfect spot for Bill Belichick if you want to leave. Perfect spot. I think if he goes to Washington, you're looking up to Philly and Dallas. That's tough. Who knows what the Giants going to do in the draft? I don't know. I think the Giants are the biggest question mark in this draft because they just signed Daniel Jones to a contract. So let me know what y'all think. If they get a top 5 pick, then they go quarterback? They just gave Daniel Jones some money. I don't think it's a long-term contract. I think it's like a 2 or 3 year deal, but they paid him. But I don't think you could pass on one of these top echelon quarterbacks coming. I don't care how much money you gave Daniel Jones. I don't think you could pass on a quarterback. But the Giants are an interesting team. You got 7 more games. There's plenty of time for things to change. But I don't know, man. Giants are an interesting team to watch out for in the draft. I just hope they beat us next week. It increases our chance of getting that third pick. But yeah, man, it's a lot, man. I really, but keep an eye on that Bill Belichick to Dallas or the Chargers. I think Chargers makes the best sense, but I just don't know if Belichick would want at this point. You're 7 years old. Would you want to go way out west to the Chargers? If he does go to, I can see him going out to Washington because he's from Annapolis, Maryland, which is like 30, 45 minutes from Washington. So I don't know if he wants to do that. If he's going to end it, we might as well go home, go to Washington D.C., go to the Washington. I think Washington will let him have complete ownership of personnel. Let Belichick do it his way because they got Matt Jones. They want to make a spark. So, but we're saying all this, and it's probably possible Belichick can come back to the Patriots. I mean, all we doing is speculating, right? It's just rumors. Nothing's concrete, nothing's official. We just speculate. We hear this all the time. But the fact we talking about it from numerous airwaves, hey, with their smoke, they're fire. So, but if we can get some draft capital back from them, man, I would definitely be open to it. Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely, man. But just want to get on tonight, talk a little bit about some of the games, who to be rooting for this week, man. The game I'm keeping an eye on, this will be my upset of the week. Catch me Sunday on the East West Football Podcast, normally at 11 a.m. Eastern. My upset is going to be, and it might not be upset, but the Cardinals over the Texans. Houston Texans riding high, coming off a big win, last second win against the Bengals. Cardinals got Kyler Murray back. I got the Cardinals going into Houston and beating them. That's the one I got right now. Cardinals over Texans. The Cardinals keep that mojo going with Kyler Murray, and I need them to win because it will help out in terms of the draft. But I think the Cardinals will upset the Houston Texans Sunday. I'm picking that's gonna be my upset of the week. Probably won't be an upset to y'all, to a lot of people, but when you look at it on paper, they're like, that's not really upset, but I think it's an upset because two teams going in different directions. So we shall see, man. But I appreciate all y'all hopping on tonight, man. I'm about to hop off, watch a little bit of college football, watch the NBA, might head on to the gym. I appreciate all the comments I got tonight. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends, family, everybody to subscribe. Follow me on, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on IG. Follow me on Twitter. Also, cash up them if you want to support the channel. Man, I appreciate all of you, man. I really do, man. I appreciate it. And I will be back Monday night with a special guest to talk some ball. So, hey, make sure you tune in Monday night, special guest. I appreciate it and have a good weekend.